Okay, so my son wants a louder speaker in his car. So my daughter's car, she has the little Jeep four-wheel drive. Of course, it's not actually four-wheel drive, but it has a little radio built in there, and it has built-in speakers. My son's car, which is the Dune Racer, which he got before my daughter's car, didn't have any speakers or stereo in it, so we want to make one for him. So I found this little mini amp. Let's see if we can focus it. This little mini amp at Ace, and it actually works pretty good. And it's really small, fits right in the trunk of it, if you want to call it the trunk. Little iPod on the steering wheel. Actually, a Sony Walkman, but mp3 player on the steering wheel with a wire running. With the trunk closed, it's not loud enough. So when he's driving it, it's pretty loud. Or the car's pretty loud, so you can't really hear it. So you wanted it to be louder. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it louder for him. So we'll still utilize the same mp3. So what I did so far, so I'm trying to figure it out. So I found this little space here. So when I was looking at it, this is a whole empty space under here. So there's a lot of room. And the speakers I was trying to mess with are these computer speakers. Some old ones I had at Goodwill for a Halloween project that I didn't use. And you can see they're pretty close to the same size as the hole. So to get into the hole, we have to take off the seat. So I took off the seat, and we took off both of these, I don't know what they are, headers, I guess. We took off the headers. You have to reach underneath to take these pieces, to take these pieces off from underneath the wheels, so you can actually remove this whole, I don't know, we'll call it the engine compartment, the whole engine assembly. So now we just see the battery, the two motors. This is the large empty space that we saw through the little hole. So what I did so far, so looking underneath it, when I place the speaker in, so I have to cut off these 1, 2, 3 little mounting pieces. So you can see they're longer on this side. I just haven't trimmed them off yet. So actually when we see the fit, it's a pretty good fit. I mean, that's pretty darn close. So I think the reason it didn't really fit, I had to trim them, was because of the screen. It's going to be totally enclosed, so we're just going to take off the screen and see if it fits with the trimmed mounting holes. And really, the mounting holes I cut off, I think pretty much all they hold on is these little fake headers. So I mean, one of them or so might go in here, but I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So I just pop these off. Maybe. There we go. So we'll place that. I think I might actually have to trim this back off too, right here, just because it kind of makes it stick up a little bit still. But plenty of room to tuck the wires in right there. I'm going to cut this little strip off, or the zip tie off, because we don't need that anyway. So we'll put it in there. And you can see it's a pretty snug fit, but I mean almost a perfect fit. So when we put this back on, let's hold it.